Hi guys, my name is Matt, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I thought it'd be a really fun, interesting thing to go down memory lane a little bit, and kind of look at some of my old TikToks, which I thought would be really fun because that is where most of my following, if you would consider that, is from. So that's what we're doing today. I thought it'd be a really fun idea to do. So while you're here, go ahead and click that subscribe button because we have a lot of fun here on this channel. And might do more stuff like this. But basically, if we look here on my laptop, pulled up my TikTok page on my laptop. It's right in front of me, so I can both kind of look at the camera, look back at the laptop, camera, laptop, camera, laptop. But yeah, so currently, as of recording this, I have around 61,000 followers, which is absurd, which blows my mind. But yeah, originally I thought, I pick some out and some really big major ones. That really stand to me, like my early ones and like my really huge major milestones, my big viral TikToks as well, that you might have seen before. And if you have seen any, let me know down in the comments if you actually seen me on your For You page. That'd be really cool. So to give a bit of background while I'm trying to find my first TikTok, I have to scroll a little bit. Essentially, a bit of background for TikTok. I've had the app since September, but I haven't started posting until recently. By recently, I mean like a month later out. So I really started posting about October of 2019. There were some other videos in September that I posted, but they're no longer available because I privated them or deleted them because I didn't like them. But if we look at this one, so this is my very first one. If we look here, it says 2019. Yeah, so October 9th, 2019 is when I first posted. This is my first ever TikTok. These are still on my page. If you want to, you can scroll all the way down and go watch them if you would like to, which I don't mind. Some of them have the audio still, some of them don't, because it's been a while. But yeah, as we see here, I didn't really know TikTok, really how it worked at most points, so just kind of had the hashtags. Very, very original, might I add, because I had no clue what I was doing. And my signature JCPenney rejected model outfit, which is really, very fitting. Needed a haircut too. But this was my very first one, so let's take a look at it. I didn't really get trends. I didn't really understand TikTok at that point. I didn't really know what was funny and what wasn't at the time. I didn't really understand trends or frankly anything because I was brand new to it. I was one of the people who originally was like, I'm not gonna download TikTok. It's stupid. It's a waste of time. Like, it's just a bunch of memes and like weird stuff. It's still considered Musical.ly for some people. Fast forward, it's now July of 2020, and it's literally all I do. So character development is a very funny thing. So this next one is my first, I wouldn't say viral TikTok, but the first time I actually saw traction from a trend. Like, I kind of saw how things were working, trends and stuff was going on. I'm like, oh, I can do this sound. And so, again, the caption says, am I too late for this trend? Again, back in October, I was always late to trends. I always missed it. It's like, oh, I want to do this. I don't know what to do. But it was the first ever time I ever got traction. It had 400 likes. 3 comments, is over 4,000 views. I thought I was it. I thought I had reached my apex. Yo, this is it. Look at this, got 4,000 views. It's great. I'm like, oh, yo, this is it. Frankly, it's really nothing. It's just a lot of reading. Doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it does, but it's just, when I did this, I literally knelt down. I was on my desk, and I popped my phone up on, I think, like a phone case or something. I propped it up and knelt down and then just rotated. That was the whole thing. That was the whole TikTok. And so it was a really awkward, you couldn't really tell from here, but now thinking about it, that I mentioned it, it's yeah, I can tell they're just kind of kneeling. But yeah, those were my first 2 that I really enjoyed. And then for the longest time, I had around 500 followers or so. It was the longest time. I gained a little bit of a following, and then I'm like, yo, this is really fun. Maybe I should actually try getting invested with it. And now we come to the big kahuna. This was my defining TikTok, the reason I have a majority of my following, which before I was getting really discouraged and like, I don't know if I want to post, like nothing's getting viral, like I'm not going anywhere, I'm not gonna be like a TikToker. But as we see here, 7.5 million views for talking about shoes for 60 seconds. I put maybe zero effort, maybe like 1% effort into this. So if we like actually look at it, it has what your shoe choice says about you, 1.8 million likes, 20,000 comments, and around, I think, 60,000 shares, if I remember correctly. This was back January 1st, this was back in January, towards the end of the month, specifically the 28th. I was like, oh my God, 7.5 million people. I can't even comprehend how big of a number that is, like person-wise. Like that's the size of a small country, personally. It's absurd to me. And literally it's not even like it's funny, but it's more of a, out of all the things to go viral, this is the one that went viral. Doesn't make sense to me. But let's just play real quick.
What your shoe choice says about you. You're a basic white girl or possibly a white visco boy. Either way, you wear these all the time and they're most likely dirty. You're a hype beast. A wannabe hype beast, but in actuality, you're the guy in math class who has no clue what's going on and forgets to bring a pencil every day. Same as the white Vans people, except you're the people who say, I'm a crackhead, but in actuality, you're just loud and annoying, and most likely your name is either Lexi, Lindsay, Hannah, or Emily. You're indie and everyone knows it. You're either a granola girl or you're a white guy who plays baseball. Punk, possibly emo, all around wear black a lot. You're the girl who eats hot Cheetos at 7 a.m. every morning, and I will never understand it to this day. Like for part 2.
Yeah, it still boggles my mind that 7.5 million people watched it. I'm like, oh shoot, no, I have to continue in part 2. And so I did part 2, which is right here, 300, almost 400,000 views, and then 86,000 views. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then from that series alone, if you want to call it a series, I got, I think, 49,000 followers from one series alone. From just those 3 videos, I got like 49,000 followers, which I always like blew my mind. I've never like had a following on anything before, and like now I'm like, oh my gosh, it's happening. And then if we scroll through a little bit more, you kind of see the hype kind of dying down gradually over time. And then like right around here, it's like prom hunting season video. I'm like, oh, well, shoot. Like, oh, I guess the hype's down. I'm never gonna go viral again. I got really discouraged. I got really upset. And so I'm like, you know what, whatever, I'll just post it. If it gets viral, goes viral, then I'll be fine with it. Which leads me into my next video, which, in a nutshell, is me slapping a slice of bread. It has 2.7 million views. 2.7 million views. I do not understand the internet at all, and I probably never will. So let me just click on it, and then
The first step is to load fresh bread into an automated machine. The bread is slapped to ensure its quality.
That was it. 6 seconds. I was like trying to do like a Vine style. It's 6 seconds long. But yeah, it has 202,000 likes, 849 comments. I think it has like 16,000 shares, a few thousand shares. And I made this, I think, at 1 a.m. the day before. Or technically the same day. I was like, oh, I'll post this later on in the day. And so like, see, it was funny in my head when I did it at 1 a.m. That's the caption for it. This is back in February. So about 80% of my following is from me talking about shoes for 60 seconds and slapping a slice of bread. I'm not gonna question it though. I'm just not gonna question it. It's not. Yeah, and then gradually over time I got a small audience. This one specifically that's right here, I saw this really cute girl in the doctor's office. I'm like, yo, TikTok, let me find her. Never found her, unfortunately. It was kind of sad. But the video did well. And then I started losing followers, getting more discouraged. Kept getting bored. This one did really well. I and it's like, it's kind of funny, but personal favorite. I'm trying to find one of my favorites that I've done. And then it was just about a month of just not understanding, like, why am I not going viral? I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing really funny stuff. Didn't make sense. And then all of a sudden, back in March, I made a video about kids in 2007 turning 13, and it's a very simple video. Very simple video. I mean, let's just roll it real quick. Nice. But yeah, that's it. That's it. No one said. The caption was, God, I feel old. 67,000 likes, 5,000 comments, a few thousand shares. If you'll notice a pattern that about once a month I go viral for doing zero effort. About once a month. Like the videos I put in a lot of effort into, and the ones that I'm like, yo, I want these to go viral. They flop with the ones I don't really care about, or the ones that I think like, oh, this is a funny concept. Let me just like do it real quick. Just out of nowhere, just blows up, and it doesn't make it. I will never. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not complaining. I'm really not. It's just more of a dumbfounded. I'm like, it like nothing makes sense. It just confuses me a lot, but not like a terrible way. But yeah. Also, if you guys do want to see this, here's my TikTok username right here. Go and pop that up on the screen. All these are still up. All these are still able to be watched. If you want to just go ahead and scroll and go watch it, it'd be great. And then that's roughly when quarantine started as well. It was roughly around that time, about a few weeks. It was about like a few weeks in, 3 or 4 maybe. And so online classes has started. And this one, the one I'm going to show you right now, is probably one of my favorite videos I've ever done. I spent a lot of time editing it and timing as well. So let's just play it back real quick.
Here are 10 things you can do during self-isolation. Number 1, read a good book. Number 2, get in some good exercise. Number 3, complete your shrine to Danny DeVito. Number 4, do a puzzle or a board game with the family. Number 5, hack into the Pentagon to steal all the government's information.
Also, if you notice the jacket, same jacket in the video, it's a really comfortable jacket. It's one of my favorite clothes. But that's not an important point. Let's just keep going.
Number 6, watch a good TV show or a movie you like. Number 7, take a nap. We all need one, don't we? Number 8, plan your invasion of Croatia. Number 9, stare at the ceiling and wonder if this will all ever end anytime soon, or be able to go outside and see your friends and rest your family, or you'll be stuck in here forever. And number 10, get some spring cleaning done.
Yeah, so I think about, the thing with these kind of TikToks, it takes more time to edit than it does to film. That's a really big thing. My friend Luke Houston on TikTok, he has around 200,000 followers, films his for about 2 minutes, but it edits for like about an hour, 2 hours. So that's the thing with like, that's a lot of content creators and stuff, is that while yes, the content itself doesn't take very much effort to make, it takes a lot of effort to kind of refine it, edit it, to make it, you know, really good. Like this video, it's about, I think, 60 seconds long. It's almost not even a minute, but it took over 2 hours to do because of framing and timing and the music and other things and like the graphics and stuff. And that's what mainly takes like a long time for a lot of creators. A few other ones that I really enjoyed. Yeah, and this is like roughly after that video was kind of like a dry spell. Personally, I don't think shadow banning exists. I just think it's like, oh, it's a dry spell in between really popular videos and stuff. But nonetheless, that was sort of like a dry spell. Nothing really happened. I'm like, oh, I kept losing followers. I lost, I think, over 600 followers within like a really short amount of time, within like a month. But I just kept posting and getting stuff that I thought was really funny. And then this one video of me reading off messages of the sunglasses did really well, but the TikTok took down the audio for it because of copyright claims. So I'm like, oh shoot, that's not fair. It was gonna go really viral. I felt it, because right now as it sees, it has 44,000 views without a sound. That's not going anywhere. However, I posted some stuff, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna redo that video. I feel like it has a lot of potential, and I did. And let's just roll back real quick. It's about seven or so seconds. What's so crazy? But yeah, no, so this one has 207,000 likes and 400,000+ views. I will say my account has a lot of virality, if you want to consider it that, but not a lot of just like, oh, here's the thing, because I'm a comedy creator, if you want to call it that. That's my niche, is just kind of comedy videos and trends and stuff. And so it just kind of depends on what does well. That one did really well, posting some other stuff, and then I'm like, you know what? I like that video. I want to see if I can do it again and do a different thing, and I did. So this one over here has 182,000 views. I'm like, wow, it's really good. Maybe it's just not. Maybe I just had really bad timing. And then I took a little break, came back, and TikTok decided, you know what? We'll be nice to you. We'll let the month of June be really good for you. So I got from between, I think, the end of May to the end of June, so most of the month of June, I gained over 10,000 followers in a matter of months from doing list. This one right here, what a big girl's favorite big time rush member means 1.1 million views. What a girl's favorite One Direction member means 312,000 views. What a girl's favorite after character means 600,000 views. And just like thousands of followers, I'm like, wow, I had a niche, I should make list. But the thing is though, lists aren't really my thing. I mean, they are. I mean, it's what it got me my 50,000 followers. But it's like, to me, they just feel unoriginal and like uncreative. Like there's not a lot of like creativeness. Like, yeah, sure, I can put a picture behind me and then say some stuff. Next, cool, haha, funny. But that's just not. I don't know. That doesn't seem. I don't know. But yeah, so that's kind of the timeline of my TikTok account. That's basically kind of where we are at today. That's kind of where we are now. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Again, if you want to go see all my TikToks on my page, I will be putting a link to my account in the description if you want to watch it or follow it there. And yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. We will be doing more stuff like this. If you did like this kind of reaction stuff, let me know. And I do have some more other plans in the future, some skits, and some other reactions as well, possibly to old YouTube videos when I was younger. If you're up for that, if you want a suggestion for that, let me know. And yeah, if you guys have any other comments or concerns, leave them down in the comments, and I will see you guys later. So, peace out.